You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV Angela Yee, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. We got a special guest in the building. Now, the other day I was walking down Canal Street, and a man, tapped me and said, "What's up, NV?" And I thought it was Tony Rock. I said, "What's up, Tony?" We having this long conversation. I'm like, "When you coming back on the show?" He's like, "I'm not Tony. I'm his brother."
Was it Kenny?
It was Kenny.
Yeah.
I ran into Kenny, and then I told these guys, it was like, "He don't have a brother named Kenny." I'm like, "Yeah, the guy looks just like him."
Kenny's the brother that looks just like me. He's fairer skinned.
Right.
And he tells girls that he's me.
I said he was light skinned. It was like, they don't have a light skinned brother.
He tells girls all the time that he's me.
So you never met Kenny before?
I never met Kenny.
But he just tapped you like he knew you?
He was just saying, "What's up?" He loves the show. And I'm like, "Tony, come on. When you come back on the show?" He's like, "I'm not Tony. I'm Kenny." People always say, I'm like, "Nah, all right." When you come on the show, he's like, "Nah, I'm not for real."
So you didn't believe him when he said he wasn't
I really didn't
Tony.
believe him. I thought it was Tony playing games.
He hasn't seen me in a while.
Yeah, clearly.
But he's your light-skinned brother?
He's my light-skinned younger brother. He tells girls he's me, and sometimes it works.
Right.
Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes
Until
it goes horribly wrong.
It goes real bad.
No, hey, I don't want nobody on stage giving no statements about Tony Rock did nothing. No.
That's my brother.
Yeah, it was my brother. Any bad news you got about Tony Rock, it was Kenny.
It was Kenny.
I actually just saw you perform in Detroit where I went to go see TK Kirkland.
Oh, you was there?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, you must not have said nothing to me because I didn't see you.
Well, I was in the audience.
Okay. You didn't come backstage at any point during
You
the show?
thought I was going to just bum rush?
You went backstage
At no point you came backstage.
You went backstage to see
I just
Chris
watched-
when Chris was here. Why didn't you go see our guy Tony?
I was invited.
Yeah. Y'all, no, all y'all do that because y'all have other comics up here and y'all like, yeah, I'm going to go Friday and I'm going to go Saturday. I'm like, yo, they never come to see me when I'm in town.
No, and you were actually so hilarious.
You know what, you're right.
I had
Yes,
a great time. You actually were.
Yes, thank you. You sound like you surprised.
No.
Yeah, she did. She was like, "You were actually."
I'm going to be at the
Hilarious.
Garden on March 31st. You going to be there?
The 31st?
Yeah. See, look, she already got something to do.
There is no February 31st.
I'm at the
March
Garden March
31st, he
31st.
said.
Oh, okay.
I'm at the Garden March 31st.
I'm coming.
Are you coming backstage?
If I'm invited, yes.
Are you going to say hello?
Yes, I absolutely
You are invited.
am.
You are
Yes.
invited.
I was with L'Oreal. We were in Detroit and we did Coast to
Oh,
Kids.
L'Oreal was there. That's my girl.
Yeah, she told me. I was like, hit him and see if we could, But she
Oh, that's
didn't
my girl.
Exactly. But
Damn.
you know what? I don't like to go places and harass people when they're working. And
No,
be
I'm
like,
the same way.
Yeah.
I'm really the same. I don't even talk to celebrities because I don't know if they're gonna be acting funny on that.
Kenny does.
If they're gonna be on that shit that day. So I'm just always like, if they say something, I'll say something.
Yeah, because it's funny. Like, I don't, I know you, but I don't know you like I'm going to hit you and be like, hey, I'm at the show. I want to come backstage.
Come on, man. You Angela Yee. You say I'm at the show. I'm like, all right, I'll make sure you're good.
I just go like, I'm a regular person. All right, so let's talk about you, though, because you had Black Card Revoked.
I have Black Card Revoked.
Well, I was on vacation. We had the card game. My friend Janae from Boss actually
was telling
had the
me about
game.
this.
It's super fun, right?
Yeah, and we were playing it. Charlamagne's on one of the questions that's in the card game.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell us about Black Card Revoked for people that don't know.
Black Card Revoked is a game show. There's some things that black people consider fundamentally black.
Okay.
Sweet potato pie. We just take ownership of certain things.
Right.
Fried chicken.
Fried
Everybody
chicken.
loves it, but we just say it's ours.
That's ours.
Block parties, the black cookout, stuff like that. So Black Card Revoked is a game show based on your knowledge of things that are fundamentally black. But then we
Ask
get a
Envy a
little
question.
serious. We get a little serious, like Black history also. So what city?
Oh, boy.
What city did Rosa Parks refuse to give up her seat on the bus?
Alabama.
Where in Alabama?
I say Alabama. Montgomery.
There you
You
go.
keep your black card.
Yes.
You keep your black card. Did everybody in here know that?
Yeah.
Look at your man behind you.
He didn't know.
He was gonna say Atlanta.
He was like New York. He was like New York.
Did you know that?
Yes, I did.
And then some questions are just majority rules. So it's
Right.
like, what's the best black comedy movie of all time?
Coming to America.
Of all time?
That was mine. That's my favorite movie ever.
The best black comedy movie of all time. I don't know.
See, this is where the comedy comes in because the audience would get to pick which celebrity. You would debate your choice. So you would say "Come to America" and give reason why. You would say whatever movie, give reason why.
What would you say?
Of all time, I would say CB4.
Well, I know why. That's not fair.
No, I'll probably say Trading Places.
Trading Places.
Trading Places.
You know what I watched the other day? Harlem Nights. That movie is hilarious.
It's not Trading Places, man.
Trading Places is really funny.
It was funny.
You know what? And
Coming to
somebody was
America
saying
was
the other
funny,
day
too.
that Beverly Hills Cop isn't a comedy.
Yeah,
Like,
it
that's
was
not a comedy.
It was a dramedy.
But over there coming to America?
No, I'm saying Trading Places over everything.
Coming to Really?
Over
No, I
everything.
thought I might pick Coming to America over
I watch
Trading
Coming to
Places.
America. Every time it's on TV, I will stop what I'm doing.
I
to watch
watch
that
Trading
movie.
Places every time it's on TV. I'm like, stop, whatever. phone down, trading places.
All right, let me ask you one of the sample questions from Black Card Report.
Me? Uh-oh.
Both of you.
Uh-oh.
I'm a host.
Go.
All right. When you're balling on a budget, you're probably watching a movie at home. What movie does every black person have in their collection?
Every black person has in their collection, I would say Friday.
That's on here, yup.
Yeah, I say Coming to America. I don't know.
And then see, now you would debate and I would debate, and then that's how
I would say
that's how the audience gets involved, and the audience would decide whose answer is better.
Gotcha.
I would have said Menace to Society. But then I think about like older people, and I might say The Five Heartbeats or something like that.
Yeah. So that's the thing. You would debate it, and then we would turn it to the audience. They would say who won. So that's the first round is majority rules. Then the second round will be actual factual questions, Black history. You win points, and then the team that wins at the end of the game, the celebrity who's the person he's playing with or she is playing with gets to play this or that, like for $10,000 at the end of the game.
Now, who came up with this creation with Black Card Revoked?
Black Card Revoked is Gigi and
Letitia.
Letitia Williams and J Bobo.
Okay.
You gotta have a dude named J Bobo.
J Bobo.
To create a black game
Now,
show.
hold on. Letitia is my girl, so shout out to Letitia Williams.
Shout out Letitia Williams and shout out J Bobo.
Can't forget J Bobo.
as
J
well.
Bobo for creating the game. Then they pitched it and put to BET. BET loved it. They were like, "Who can we get to do this?" Amber Bickham was the casting director. Amber Bickham is a good friend of mine, and she was like, "Nobody can host this show better than Tony Rock." So that's how I got involved.
All right, let me ask you a question because I saw DJ Scratch posted this on Instagram this morning. I have seen every single episode of what show?
Martin.
Okay, that's it. And the reboot's coming. We just were talking about that.
I don't want the reboot to come.
You don't? I was going to ask you. Why
I don't
not?
want the because now it's not. Martin's show was great for where it was. They were 30-somethings. They were trying to, get their life together. They lived in that apartment. Now they're 50. You still live in that same apartment?
Maybe
Bro,
it's
man, still
different,
coming through your
though.
window?
Maybe it's going to be
At 50?
Maybe it's going to be
Y'all
like
don't have no kids? I got questions. Like, Tommy's gone. What happened to Tommy?
And Cole's not coming back?
Cole's not coming back. So Shanae's still across the hall at 50 years old.
But we don't know that's what's going to be in
Shanae's
there.
Eartha Kitt now. Shanae's like Marcus.
But
So it
maybe
changes
all
too much.
Maybe all of that's going to be addressed, and it's like 20 years later. This is
So they got kids now. Who's
Maybe.
the kid? We don't know this kid. We know the whole cast except for this kid.
What show would you like to see come back?
All of us. Come on now. That was a softball. I just knocked that right out the park.
Out of here.
All right, what's the greatest stand-up special ever?
One? You want
But
more?
it can't be anything from anybody in the Rock family.
Well, that's not fair.
No, that's-
because
he
one
can
of
say
those,
somebody
one of
from
them
the
could
end.
go.
No, aside from that, that's
Richard Pryor
eliminated.
live on the Sunset Strip. Patrice O'Neal, Elephant in the Room.
Okay.
I gotta say, Bring the Pain got to be in there. Bring the Pain got to be in there.
It's just eliminated just
Okay,
because.
so I'll
But
say
Bring the Pain is
Richard
definitely-
Pryor
Bring the
and
Pain is
Patrice
in there.
O'Neal, Elephant in the Room.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
I'm not mad at that. Did you go see Dave Chappelle stand up?
Oh man, Dave's my comedic idol, so I see everything Dave does. He's one of my favorites.
Well, Faison Love says Dave Chappelle is not that funny. He was on the Breakfast Club a couple days ago,
Listen, man.
and he says, I'm going to quote, Dave Chappelle is the wackest nigga out there.
Wow.
He said he's manufacturing Hollywood. It's just not that funny.
See, that sound personal.
He said it wasn't personal. He said he just doesn't
That
find
don't
it funny.
sound personal to you?
I
The
thought it- I
wackest
said-
nigga out there? Come on. That don't sound like it's personal?
Yeah, a little bit.
Because there's some niggas that's really whack out there that Dave's not on that list.
Yeah. I
That
thought
sound personal.
I thought Dave Chappelle funny. He said the first season of Chappelle's Show wasn't funny. He said the second season when Charlie Murphy started writing it became funny. I'm trying to think what else he said. So you don't agree?
I don't agree. I'm gonna say I don't agree, and I'll leave it at that. I don't agree, and I'm gonna leave it at that because I've been
Well, that's
saying
his
stuff.
comedic idol,
I've been
so-
saying stuff in the media lately
you
that people
have.
have been taking and misconstruing, and I've been getting flack on social media, which I don't care. I just make sure you tweet the right at Tony
The
Rock. and all
Chappelle
that.
Show, the first season was hilarious. Remember
All
they had
the Chappelle Show
the
was
Mad
hilarious.
Real World.
All the Chappelle was
He
hilarious.
stabbed
But I say stuff, and sometimes people just take it the wrong way and take it like I'm slighting somebody.
Right. Sometimes you might make a joke too, and it might get misquoted.
All the time. Every time I tweet something, somebody's upset about something I said.
But that just means you popping.
That means there you go. There
Now
you go.
also Monique, she was mad that Netflix only offered her
Listen.
$500,000.
I got off. Here's the story. I got off the airplane at LAX. TMZ dude ran up on me. He said, "Yo, did you hear what happened?" I said, "No, what happened?" He's like, "Monique got $500K. Amy Schumer got whatever she got.
13 million.
What,
13
yeah.
million, something like that.
Your brother got this and that." I said, "I was always taught, and I thought everybody else was taught the same thing. I was always taught you don't count the next man money. I was always. Were you not taught that?
Absolutely.
Were you not taught that?
I was, but I can understand right now in this day and age when it comes to equal pay and women not having
I
the same
understand all of that, but
opportunities.
all I was saying was you don't count nobody else's money. Get your money up where you want it to be. You know what I'm saying? You got to worry about you. That's all I was saying. I never said she don't deserve more money.
That's what it came out
I
as.
never said Amy Schumer should get more money.
Right.
I never said she should take the money and shut up. These are things I never said.
Well, I like
But
those-
everybody on social media, yo, you're not supporting the black woman. Now they made it a black thing, and
Right.
yo, you're not supporting sisters. Yo, get your money wherever you
I
deserve
know,
it should
because
be.
I feel awkward right now.
If you could get $100 million,
He's trying to drag me into it.
If she
He
could
was
get
like,
$100
"Where's
million
you taught?" I was like, well.
look, if she can get $100 million, I'm gonna go good, because that means the money's out there. That means when I go to negotiate my money, I'll go, well, Shorty got whatever, so I guess that's where we starting at.
Right.
Monique should get all the money she could get. I never said no knock on her, but this is why I don't put no energy into it, because you don't think Monique could have got my phone number and called me? So when you do it on social media, you're not doing it for real. You're doing it for the people that's looking.
Right.
That's why I don't do it on social media. I do it for real. If I got a problem with you, I'm gonna come and see you. I'm not gonna at you and tweet you, poke you or whatever I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna get. You don't have my number, but I'm sure you could get it if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I could easily get your number if I wanted to.
I get it from Kenny. Kenny.
So
Rock.
yeah, exactly. She was like, I didn't hear
Kenny's
Tony
number.
Rock saying nothing about Amy Schumer. I wasn't asked about Amy Schumer. I was asked about her. I answered the
But
question
we
I was
might have
asked.
to revoke your black card.
So she could get my number at any time and call me and we could talk about it. My black card is intact, man.
Is it intact?
My black, I just said what I said. I'm like, yo, you don't count nobody else's money. I never said she don't deserve more money.
Right.
She should get all the money she can. Everybody should get all the money they can. Every black person should get all the money they can, because every nigga makes minimum wage. Every nigga in the world makes minimum wage. It's how much the white man that owns that company or that basketball team or that whatever was willing to pay you. LeBron make $26 million a year. You know why? Because if he asks for 27, that white man would be like, that's an ungrateful nigga. You're going to take this $26 million and shut up. Everybody makes minimum wage.
Wait. All right. I got off track. So we were talking about Monique.
I'm on a rant.
You're
now.
on a rant right now.
I'm on a rant.
What just happened?
Everybody gets their money where it should be. That's what I'm saying.
You know what the headline's going to be? Headlines that Tony Rock said,
I
LeBron,
love-
shut the F up
listen,
and take the 20 seconds.
I love black
The
women.
white man owns LeBron.
White man owns LeBron.
That's my headline.
That's what the headline's going to
Yo,
say.
I love black women. I support black women in all aspects.
Except Monique.
I love Monique. Monique is dope as hell. But she could get my number if it's a real issue. Get my number. Let's talk
Now,
about
what do you
it.
think about those emails that she then put out? And there's been like a little bit of back and forth between her and Will Packer and their whole situation.
I
where it's
didn't
basically like,
I didn't hear about this.
This is where you get in trouble. He said, I didn't hear about this. Go ahead. Go. You tell him.
well, basically, according to Will Packer, her husband, who is her manager, they didn't treat people well on the set of the movie. And part of the reason why Monique is kind of blackballed in the industry is because they're not very professional. And so that might be part of the reason why you're not getting the offers that you feel like you deserve.
Right. I never worked with her. I don't know about this.
You ever heard of these stories
I
or
support
nothing?
black women in every and all aspects. I love black women. I support my sisters.
Who's your favorite female black comedian?
Wanda Sykes.
Okay, yeah, she's great.
Wanda Sykes.
I just watched her special the
Hands
other day.
down, Wanda Sykes. Wanda Sykes is like my mentor. She taught me a lot when I was coming up. So I always have a special love for Wanda.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that. Now, you also are going to be on a new show on CBS.
Yes.
Living Biblically.
White people money.
Yeah, I see you. You're like the one black person. On
I am the
thing.
one black person. Yes.
So talk about your role and
Living Biblically is based on a best-selling book that was written by A.J. Jacobs. A.J. Jacobs wrote a book called The Year of Living Biblically. He tried to live his life for one calendar year,
Saved.
100% according to the Bible. And he wrote a book about it. Johnny Galecki from Big Bang Theory, Roseanne, he loved the book. He turned it into a pilot. Andrew Haas and Patrick Walsh got behind him. They pitched it to CBS. My name on the show is actually Vince Young. I play Vince Young. I play Chip Curry's best friend and at work that is living his life by the seat of his pants. And he's like, I don't think you can live by the Bible because it's going to affect my life and it's going to affect our friendship. So that's how I'm just in it and funny, and it's a great show. I can't wait for y'all to see it. The pilot episode is going to have you wanting to watch it every week.
all right. Well, I'm excited to see
I'm excited
that.
about that
Yeah.
as
You
well.
think you could live your life by the Bible for 1 year?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
What do you think would be the hardest?
100% according to the Bible? Absolutely
No way.
What would be the hardest part?
not. This sex thing, probably.
Really?
Yeah.
I think you could do it.
I could do it.
What if you were dating a woman that was like, look, I'm not going to have sex till we get married. You think you couldn't be with her?
I could probably do that. Do I get to have sex with other women?
No,
No.
you're in a monogamous
2 years
relationship.
straight. She wants you to chill for 2 years.
Well, we don't know how.
Whoa,
Yeah.
she better be in.
Or maybe you would marry her so that you
She
could.
better be a hell of a woman to speed up the nuptials. Yeah.
What about a virgin?
Could I date a virgin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
I could
responsibility.
date a virgin. Yeah. I could date a virgin. I mean, I don't. I prefer a girl that knows what she's doing, but if you're a virgin, sure.
What if she knows too much of what she's doing?
Oh, a full-blown whore?
A full-blown whore, not a half a whore.
I would prefer the term expert.
I've dated full-blown whores before. That's just a saying. That's a saying that we say. Me and my boys always say that. I've dated full-blown whores, and it was very exciting and very an intense time.
You remember losing your virginity?
Yeah.
You
What was?
had to think back. Was it that
Yeah,
far?
yeah. Yeah. It was my mother and my parents had went out to some family
He said
function.
it was my mother. I was like,
No,
what?
my
This happened in North Carolina.
My parents went out to some family function, and I had a girl and snuck her in the house, and I think my oldest brother was supposed to be like watching us, and I snuck her in the house, and he walked in my room, and I do remember putting the covers over her and like sitting in the bed like this, like to block her. And he came in and talked to me for like 5 minutes, not knowing it was a girl behind me. And then when he left, we had sex, and it was.
Did you know what you were doing?
Absolutely not. You don't know what you're doing at your first time. Nobody
no.
does. If you say you know what you was doing, you lying. You learn as you go. You get better as you go. That's why you get older, and sex get better when you're older.
It's always older brother and older cousins that tell you the wrong stuff.
Right.
Mess you all up.
Yeah.
That for a long time.
They tell you not to. They tell you not to go down. Your older brother's like, "Don't you ever."
Yep.
And that's the best thing in the world.
All right, that's good to know.
Oh, so now I will be at the show at the Garden. Now I will be backstage.
Now, before Charlie Murphy passed, you guys were beefing. They said that you guys squashed the beef. Is that true?
It wasn't a real back and forth battle like a real beef is. You know what I'm saying? Like, we did a show in Long Island. He moved me up on the lineup. He said I was too high energy and he didn't want to follow me. And I made it a big thing. I was like, yo, this nigga's scared of me and he don't want to follow me. And then the Daily News was there at the show. So they're backstage recording everything and they put it in the
y'all
paper.
were arguing backstage?
No, I was yelling at whoever would listen. I was I was ranting and raving. And they moved me up and cut my time. And I'm like, hey, man, I'm from here too. Like, even though it's Long Island, I'm from here too. I'm from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, right.
Shout out to Bed-Stuy. So anyway, I said all that and they put it in the paper. But we never spoke about it after that. We didn't talk. And then when before he passed, like, he called me one day and was like, hey, this is Charlie, give me a call. And I called him up and he was just like, hey, I just want to clear the air and everything. And like, I have tremendous, utmost respect for him. I think, like, when you realize that, your last days are coming, you start making things right with people. And I was blessed that he was one of those people that he thought I should reach out to this dude and clear the air on it. So
Did you know that his last days
I
were
did
coming?
not. I did not. I heard he was sick, but I didn't know it was like, it was literally like maybe 5 days before he passed.
Wow.
He was like, listen, man, I respect what you do. I know you coming behind your brother, and that can't be easy. I realize what you're going through more than anybody.
Right.
And for me to do something like that to you just because wouldn't be right. I did it, and here's the reasons why. And I said, man, look, I respect you, and I got love for your family and the whole nine. Of course, he had love for my family, and we talked. And days later, they were like, he's gone.
That was great because it would have been awful if he would have passed and you felt bad that y'all had never cleared the air.
So it made me respect him even more. Like, rest in peace, Charlie Murphy, man. Much love to him and his family. It was dope that he did.
Is there anything off limits when it comes to telling jokes? Like, you shouldn't be able to diss a comedian. Talking about
Diss like what?
When let's say Michael Blackson,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart, talking about Kevin Hart, and Kevin Hart got caught with the cheating.
Yeah.
And Michael Blackson keeps making jokes about the cheating thing, and Kevin Hart was like, enough's enough. This is my family. This is not a parody. This is I'm trying to fix home.
Right. The thing with Kev, I'm sure Kev knew comics are gonna have a ball with this because that's what we do. Something happens, anybody gets in trouble, they got to know comics are grabbing pens and running to the pad. You know what I'm saying? It seems to me, and neither one of them is like my ride or die day one dude, but they both cool with me.
Right.
But it seems to me like, yo, Mike, you can let it go now. It's over. It's like Kev's trying to fix home, like he said.
You made your jokes.
You made your jokes. It's no more to squeeze out of the lemon. Like, you got it all. You know what I mean? It's like Kev's not doing anything else to keep it going. So let it go. It's like you got your laughs. It's okay to let it go. Go on to the next thing. Somebody else is going to do something in the next day or so, the next hour or so that you're going to have material to go on.
Right.
So let it go. I mean, but like, once again, you don't think Kev could get Mike's number and just call him and be like, have this conversation? So to do it
I'm
on
sure he
social
already
media,
has his
to do
number.
it back and forth on social media, that's when you're doing it for the people looking. You're not doing it. It's not real life.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just call each other and talk it out.
That is definitely the solution for everything, it seems like. We got to call each other and
when
talk
you
it
do
out.
it when you do it on social media, you're doing it for the people that are pressing buttons and liking and
Absolutely.
commenting. If real life is, yo, here's a phone call, boom, my man, let me talk to you about this.
You never been so mad though when you seen something that you had to like comment on it?
No,
Come on now.
Like about a month ago, some cat put something on Instagram like, yo, Tony Rock needed to just go somewhere. And normally I never address, like 99.9% of the time, I'm like, yo, it's hilarious. Go ahead, fam. You got 5 followers.
That's
I
all
see
he
what you're
said
doing.
was go
It was like
somewhere?
Tony Rock. I like Chris, but Tony needed to go sit down somewhere. Something like that.
Oh, boy.
And I had, and this was a day that I had some time.
You had some time that day. Okay.
I had some
I got time
had
today.
So I
today.
said, my man, you're going to get some time for me. You're going to get some time. So I gave him
You
some
could
time.
have called him.
I know.
he didn't have his number.
Why did you call him?
Because I didn't have his
He didn't have
number.
his number.
His page was private. He had 5 followers and 2 posts. So I'm like, all right, I got some time for this dude. Normally I don't got no time for no crumbs.
You know how
but
sometimes people hate on you and then you respond to them and then they're like, oh my God, I'm actually a fan. Does it-
because they want the attention. They was
Right.
just trying to get your attention and didn't know how to
And
go
it
about it.
worked. I
That's
had
why I don't
time
call them
today.
haters. I just call them they confuse people because they want to like you. They just don't know how to go about liking you. So it's like I'll go the hate route to get his attention, but it's all good.
Now, are you in talks to do a special like on Netflix or anything like that?
I am. This is what I want to do.
Okay.
I want a 3 special deal. I want to do my special. I want to produce my little brother special, Jordan Rocks, and then I want to do a special with me and Jordan and my cousin Sherrod Small.
All right.
So unless you want to do that, then we'll just do it ourselves.
We got to do all 3.
Yeah, we got to do all 3.
I'm not mad at that.
Now, Russell Simmons you was on the All Def comedy tour.
Yes.
A comedy show, comedy tour. Comedy
All
show?
Def comedy show.
And
That
I
kind of
watched
show.
that, by the way.
Did you enjoy
Hilarious.
that?
Yeah, it's great.
You didn't call me on that one either.
I'm gonna start making sure I tweet and show my support because we definitely sit in the house and watch like all of them.
Mm-hmm. Now, with all the allegations going at Russell Simmons, what do you think that, because people are finding him guilty we don't really know. And already he's had to.
Well, there's court and then there's the court of public opinion.
Exactly.
So in the court of public opinion, you can feel however you want to feel. But then there's an actual court where they base on factual.
Well, what do you think about that? Because
documentation.
now Russell pretty much had to. He
Step down?
almost stepped down, almost lose everything. And he hasn't been found guilty.
He hasn't been
but-
found guilty of anything. But
And
listen,
he said he didn't do it.
now let's be very careful here because if you say one thing in one way or the other, you get in trouble.
Let me hear
Rape bad. Rape no good. Not good at all. Horrible, horrible, horrible. My heart goes out to any woman that had to put up with deal with rape, live a life in secrecy and silence of rape. Sexual assault is wrong. It's all bad. Sexual aggression, that's the new term that I've recently
Yes,
heard, is if you're sexually aggressive towards women, and that's what they interpret. So sometimes we don't know if it's sexually aggressive or not. So we got to be careful. All men have to be careful on what they say and what they do to women.
That's the disclaimer.
That's the disclaimer. But the facts is this. Russell has been the most influential person in my career in the last 5 years, more so than anybody else. So do I throw that out the window because he's brought up on charges? What he did for me was real. It's true. I can document it. So this is horrible what's going on. If he's acquitted, good. If he's brought up on charges, that's horrible. I feel bad for those women. I do not condone what happened in any way, shape, or form. But I do have some type of feelings towards him because he's been great for what I'm trying to do.
Were you
So how do I
surprised?
answer that question? Like without being, I try to straddle the fence and.
You were surprised though when.
Of
it all
course I
came
was
out, yeah.
surprised. Of course I was surprised. Like the Russell we knew our whole lives was the guy that was, the millionaire playboy philanthropist. So
Does that also change after seeing everything that's been happening? Change like how you interact with women?
I got to be more cautious. I see when I'm on stage, the luxury of being on stage. Not luxury, is that a good word? Luxury of being on stage. I can say things on stage that I probably couldn't say
In real life.
in public now.
Right.
On stage, I can say a girl walks in the room like, damn, look at this. I can say whatever. Because I'm on stage, hey, he's a comic, he's being funny. Off stage, not so much.
But even on stage now, it seems like comedians are getting so much flack for things that they say in their stand-up.
Hey, look at Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle's like, they were on his ass.
I'm not going to be the comedian that apologizes for a joke ever. Ever. If you walk into a comedy club, you should know you're going to hear something. There's a chance you might hear something that will offend your sensibilities as far as your race, your religion, your sexual preference, your sexual orientation, your financial status, your height, your weight, your ethnicity. Well, then don't come in a comedy club. That's like walking in the church. Like, why is this guy talking about religion the whole time?
Right.
Don't go in there. That's what we do. That's what we're paid to do. People want to hear us talk about everything. People go to comedy clubs to see what we're going to say about this thing, to see what we're going to say about Trump, to see what we're going to say about the Kevin Hart situation. They want to know what's his take on this thing.
Did you see the comedian where the guy jumped on stage and was swinging on him?
Yo, man.
Whoa.
You see why my boys are standing right there, right now? You see-
Just in case.
That would have been a
Where
bad
was
day.
his friend
That would have
at,
been a
man?
bad day for that dude.
Yeah.
And yo, That's when people like somebody called me and asked me what I thought about Kev getting dissed at the Super Bowl. Like the security guard wouldn't let him up.
Yeah.
I said, yo, that security guard was doing his job. Shout out to a security guard doing his job because we all saw what happened when a security guard don't do his job. Shout out, that was my man Steve Brown. Steve Brown
He almost lost
was
it
in a
all.
bad situation.
Yeah, boy, he was ducking and diving. Woo!
So shout out to security guards doing their job. That dude took it too far, but it was the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? It was the Super Bowl.
Yeah, come on, you can't take it too far at the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Goodness
Did you
gracious.
see Black Panther yet?
It was dope as hell.
Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it, but I'm just practicing.
I was
I'm just
like-
practicing saying it. It was dope as hell.
It was
Because I know a lot of people.
Regardless
saw
if it was bad or good, it was dope as hell. Black Panther's the best movie ever made. Yo, Black Panther, I can't wait for Black Panther 2. Regardless of how, I don't care. Black Panther was dope. I don't care.
you in it? You
It
must
was
be in it.
already dope. I'm not in it.
Oh, all
No,
right.
he's just
I didn't get an
showing
audition
support.
for it. It was dope as
right.
hell. I hope it make 200 million opening weekend. And yes, am I saying this because it's a black movie? Absolutely yes.
All right.
But is it a black movie? Ain't got no
It
black
is a black
producers.
movie.
White producers,
It's all black actors.
white movie house.
It's all black actors. It's all black
I'm
actors.
with you. I'm going to say,
It's
I'm gonna
all
take my
black
kids.
actors. It shows Africa in a positive light.
Yeah.
It shows Africa. Well, it basically showing you what Africa looked like before the white man got there. Before the white man got to
don't know
Africa, we
anything
was in Africa chilling.
I don't know
We
anything
was
about
shooting
Black
dice
Panther.
with diamonds.
Me neither. I don't know either, but I'm gonna go see it.
I know.
anyway.
I mean, we're all gonna go see it.
Just to
I don't know.
support,
I've never
absolutely.
watched any Marvel
Me neither.
movies
Really?
or anything. Yeah.
Nah, me neither.
You never saw Iron Man?
No.
I did see Iron Man. That's always on television. I did see.
You didn't see the Hulk?
No, I didn't see the Hulk.
Avengers? None of those?
No.
You're not a comic book dude.
Nah,
You didn't grow up with comic books.
I did, but
Black Card Revoked.
I just traded them though. I just
That's
traded.
Black Card Revoked.
That's
That's Black Card Revoked.
I did baseball cards.
Okay, yeah.
did
Okay,
Black
okay.
Card definitely revoked.
No, baseball
No,
cards.
I'm
That was
kidding.
baseball
I
cards. is
had
dope.
baseball cards as a kid.
I had a crazy collection of baseball cards.
Did you see Rob Gronkowski's house got robbed while he was at the Super Bowl? And then he came home.
Shame. That's a damn shame. Because they lost.
They probably
Right.
because they lost.
because they
Oh,
lost.
You guys lost. All right.
We gonna
They
rob
was
your house.
wild. They was wilding in Boston, man. But they was where were they wilder in Philly or Boston?
Huh?
Were they wilder in Philly or Boston?
Philly.
Yeah, because they won.
Philly. They were flipping cars, jumping off the ridge.
They was burning up
eating
cop
dog
cars in
doodle.
Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
I see one Philly guy eat dog doodle.
What?
Yeah, he was eating dog doodle.
I didn't see that. Now,
It
what's
was
the point of that?
White guy?
Page. I don't know. Yeah. White guy. Come on. Come on. You ever see the brother eat dog shit?
I
Was
see
it
the
a
brother
bet
eat a
or
lot of
some-
stuff he's not supposed to eat.
Did he lose a bet?
I don't know. He just ate it. I don't know. He was celebrating.
All right. Well,
Good for him. Okay.
There we go. Well, congratulations on everything that
Thank you
have
so much.
going on.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna make sure
Trying
we
to stay relevant, man.
And the next time you're in New York, what, March 31st, you're at the Garden.
March 31st,
March 31st,
Madison Square
we're
Garden.
at the Garden.
We're coming to see you. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, we're at the
Y'all
Garden.
heard it here. Y'all heard it here. They coming to the Garden.
Hold on, I'm gonna put it on my calendar right now.
Yeah, sure you are.
March 31st.
All right. Well, it's the Breakfast Club.
Oh,
it's
that's
Tony
a
Rock.
Saturday?